Hello. Can you guys hear me? Don't know if the audio is working. Audio's good? Okay, cool. I'm going to move windows so it doesn't look like there we go, staring off into nowhere. So I'm going to look more into my webcam. Man, the color is terrible. At least on this monitor. Everybody hail Hydra. Alrighty then. Yeah, sorry it's been such a long time since I put up a video. Been super busy. Oh, in fact, I gotta go into the next room here in a minute. But wow, didn't think this many people would show up. Is there seriously 49 people here? That's nuts. Like, really? You have nothing better to do on a Sunday night? Okay, cool. Yeah, speaking of Hydra, I've got the Villains Wave here, so I wanted to open that live and give you guys my first impressions. See, it's been, I don't know, I've had these figures for a little over a week, I think, and still haven't opened any of them yet, so that's one of the things I wanted to do this evening. One thing, first of all, thanks everybody for showing up, and I'm going to go into the next room real quick, and I'll be right back. So if anybody shows up and wonders what's going on, please let people know in the chat that I'm stepping away. In fact, I'll type a message here. We'll be right back. Okay. All right, hang on, folks. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I don't even know why I have my headphones on because I'm not listening to anybody. So let me just put those down. So used to being on a podcast where I have to have headphones on. So anyway, again, welcome everybody. Don't know. One of the main reasons I wanted to go live is that I'm very close to hitting 10,000 subscribers on Instagram, or followers on Instagram. So if you are subscribed to me here on YouTube and you're not following me on Instagram, please go and follow me. I'm pretty sure the link to my IG account is in the description. It's @_rectangular with a K. I am going to be doing a giveaway as soon as I hit 10,000 followers. Haven't quite determined how I'm going to do that yet, but you'll have to be following me on Instagram, obviously, and subscribe to me on YouTube. And for those who didn't see one of my most recent posts, this is going to be the prize for the giveaway. Not the whole figure, just the head. A painted classic Iron Man head. So I think I did a pretty damn good job of matching the yellow and the red. Surprisingly, the red was a little harder than matching the yellow, especially trying to get it to have a gloss finish to it, similar to the plastic. So the plastic's not super glossy, but it's a lot more glossy than just having a flat red. So my webcam's not the best, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. So this one just needs a tiny bit of touch up on the mask, where I got a tiny bit of red paint on it, but it's very easy to touch up. So this one is ready to go, and I am working on a bunch of others that I sold on Instagram. So thank you to everybody who bought a painted version of this head cast. A friend of mine cast the head for me, and then I'm painting them up. So hopefully in the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be done painting those up. It's raining right now. I would have liked to have done more painting this weekend, but the weather, if you've ever done any spray painting, you don't want to do it when it's cold and moist, high humidity. It doesn't do well, and that's part of the reason why it's been taking me so long. It took me so long to do this. I had to repaint this head like 4 times because the weather wasn't complying, and it's springtime, and here in Western Washington, near where we live near a creek, and there's tons of what the hell, they cottonwood trees, and they are just pounding out so many cotton seeds like in our backyard that just the dust and debris flying around kept screwing up my paint, and I was not happy with it, and I would just have to start from scratch like four times. I had to do that, so it was really frustrating. If you've never painted with yellow before, it is a major pain in the ass. So I can see why nobody wanted to buy the unpainted heads. They only wanted to buy painted ones because they probably know that painting yellow is a huge pain in the ass. And I know Hasbro is going to eventually give us this head and this figure. Oh, and I forgot to also mention that the arc reactor, and that's another reason I wanted to go live. The arc reactor is not painted. That is my own secret recipe for replacing the arc reactor that comes on that hologram head Iron Man that we just got in the Shang-Chi wave. There's the original figure. So I'm surprised nobody else has shown this, and if they have, I just haven't seen it. So, I'm not going to take credit for being the first to do this, but this arc reactor that comes on the Shang-Chi wave or Mr. Hyde wave Iron Man is a separate piece. So I'm assuming that the 80th anniversary figure and the 2020 Iron Man, they're all based on the same body mold. I'm assuming they all have this same piece, just molded in different colors. And all you need is a blunt object that's not too sharp, because you don't want to damage this, like a flat screwdriver. I have a carving tool, like a dental tool for carving, that pops in there real easy. And I don't know. Here's a sword. Let's see if I can do it on camera. It was a sword that came with that Dungeons and Dragons figure. So you just wedge it in there. I'm going to break the tip off this sword. But it's a softer plastic, but it's not super soft. So that's why it gives the feeling that it's solid. And it's not painted. It's a solid molded color. So you're not going to mess up the paint. Anyway, just very gently wedge it in there, and you can pop it out. And then you can do the same thing with your 80th Iron Man and just swap them, or you can do what I did. And once you get it popped out, if you have a Michaels store nearby, they sell these sheets of foam material that are about, I don't know, 3-4 millimeters thick. And once you get this popped out, you just draw a circle with like a fine tip pen or a mechanical pencil or something. Find a circle or draw a circle around it on the felt, cut that out with some sharp scissors, and then you just like gently fold it in half and wedge it in there, and pops right in. And there you go. No paint required. You're not going to have clumps of yellow paint or anything, and the paint's not going to rub off on the plastic of your figure. It's super easy. So for those of you who are tuning in and wanted to know how that was done, there you go. Secret revealed. So super easy to do. That material only costs $1 for a huge sheet, so you can make a bunch for your friends, and it'd be dumb to try to sell them because the shipping cost is more than the damn material. So it's great if you have local friends. You just want to make a bunch of them and give them to your friends. It's super easy to do. You could try cutting them out with a hole punch, but to be honest, it doesn't need to be super precise, because the outer edge is going to be inside the chest of the figure anyway. So it doesn't have to. You don't have to be like super awesome with scissors or anything to pull this off. It's like a kid could pull off this kit bash easy. So anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And thanks again for everybody who bought one. Let me put these figures out of the way so I don't get messed up. And yeah, so let's go ahead and open these figures from the Zemnu Build-A-Figure wave. This is the one I'm most excited for. I have multiples on pre-order. I got the wave from Dorkside, so they were apparently the first major reseller to get them. And all the multiples I ordered are, I think, from Target, maybe Hasbro Pulse, but I think people have been getting their pre-orders from Target yet. I'm not sure. I know that they've been showing up at Target stores, but let's open. Probably the one I'm least excited about is the AIM Scientist. The Scientist Supreme. Just making sure you guys can hear me okay, all right? Just say loud and clear in the comments, because I can't hear myself. I know you guys could hear me earlier, but I just want to make sure that everything is still copacetic. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's my friend Mike, Captain MK. Thanks for showing up. Let's see if it'll show me participants. So Art G, Captain Colonel Collector, Captain MK Random, Code Holo, DMC Studios, JK, Jeff Softless, Craig and Bush, Laser Pants, OK Figures, Oscar Reynoso, Pitman Thor, Robert Downey Jr. Oh, Robot Downey Jr. Very clever there. Rush McGowan, Sandro Poncho, Stan Mullins, the Wrestling Hound, the _ Miles, Tyler Lalonde, and Win or Lose. Wow, and then there's more and more people keep showing up. Blaine McGovern, Dr. Jones, John Owen, Jeff. Oh, I already found you. So that's weird, as there's a delay. It like populates after you click on it. So yeah, thanks so much for showing up, you guys. I will be answering questions if you guys have any questions for me. Definitely feel free to ask your questions while I'm opening these figures. I'm only going to be live for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I have to get up I have to get up at 5 in the morning, West Coast time for work. So usually try to be in bed by 9. So anyway, yeah, I was kind of disappointed with this when they announced this Build-A-Figure. I do like obscure characters, but I'm not a huge Hulk fan, so don't have a whole lot of. I don't have any emotional connection with Zemnu. It really wasn't in very many issues. Didn't really fight a lot of characters that I care about, so it was like kind of a wasted slot as far as I'm concerned. I think there's so many other Build-A-Figures we could have got that I would have been a lot happier with. The one Build-A-Figure I'm been wanting the most is a monster of Badoon. Most people probably don't even know what a Badoon is, but they're cosmic villains, kind of like Skrulls. They're a reptile race, and very, very cool army builder type character. And then the monster of Badoon is like this huge monster. Kind of looks like the Thing, like Ben Grimm, a little bit bigger rock monster type of creature, and they the Badoon enslave them, and they're like the Hulk or a little bit bigger than the Hulk. So that's the Build-A-Figure I've been wanting the most. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. I guess it's just a repaint of the Taskmaster that we got years ago, but yeah, not too bad. If the joints feel really good, not too stiff, so I like that. Paint looks pretty damn good. Sorry, I'm not showing the figure, but yeah. If you don't already know, I run the Marvel Legends Quality Control group on Facebook, so definitely go join that especially if you want to see or share pictures of QC issues on your Marvel Legends. I doubt Hasbro pays too much attention to it, but you never know. It's always good to see what kind of issues are common or what things to watch out for, especially like if you see stuff in the store, you know what to look out for if you're seeing a figure that's got a lot of known issues. So, some people think that I just like to hate on Hasbro and, give them shit as much as possible. It's because I love Marvel Legends and I want them to put out the best product possible. So, it's not to try to kick Hasbro in the balls. It's to try to help them help us. I bitched so much about getting the serial numbers off the back of the legs for years. Like, why are they putting the serial numbers on the back of the legs when all these other brands of Hasbro figures are able to do it on the bottom of the foot? And just now we're finally with the House of X wave was the first wave, all but like 2 of the figures, except for the 2 females, they were able to print the serial numbers on the feet. And I think for the most part, they're all going forward that way. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take credit for it, but I think I bitched the most out of anybody on YouTube about why this can't be done. So hopefully they're listening and stuff's getting done. So anyway, pretty cool figure. Wasn't super psyched to get it, but I like it. I love I love having, different rank villains, some guy to be in charge of my AIM soldiers. So very cool. And this is a pretty cool accessory as well. I love translucent plastic. I think that turned out well. Hopefully I don't lose these damn parts. I'm going to keep everything together. I should have got some plastic bags so I can bag them as soon as I took them out of the package, but wasn't really thinking. This is kind of an impromptu thing. So sorry, I'll catch up here with the chat. Let's see. Anybody have first question? Will Hasbro ever give us cyber figures separate from the Amazon exclusive? Pitman Thor. I had a very strong suspicion that it was going to be at the Amazon set when they showed those figures. Some people were talking like a retro wave, but we already know that our vintage wave. We already know that the Fantastic Four wave was going to be the vintage wave for this year, and they've never done more than one vintage wave in a year. So I seriously doubted. I pretty much knew we weren't going to get those Wolverine figures in a vintage wave, but it would not surprise me if they Cyber and Callisto figures that they that people really want, that they don't necessarily want to buy that pack. It would not surprise me at all if they re-release them in some other way, like single carded or something, but with different paint. But I don't know, Callisto, they pretty much nailed her. I mean, there's not really anything you can do different. And same with Cyber. I mean, unless they give them an alternate head and maybe some different hands, I don't know what they would do different as far as that goes. But they gave us that Star-Lord twice, just with different paint. The Star-Lord from Volume 2 of Guardians, where he's in the blue jumpsuit. I think those were both exclusives. They just put them in two different exclusive packs with different paint. And who else did they give us? Two of the same figure, just slightly different redecos. But what the hell is his name? God, I just got another one too. Malekith, they did twice with it. Yeah, exactly. R. Hewlin, thank you. Yeah, Malekith, they did twice with slightly different paint. So it's not unreasonable that they would do it different, but you got to think, what would they do differently? Unless I guess they could give Angry Head for Callisto, and pack her in with some different effects or something. The paint, I would imagine, is going to be the same, unless they do like the team that she's in charge of. I want to say Moloids, but that's not right. That X-Men villains team that she is that she's the leader of. Unless they do like a box set, they might throw her in there so that would give you another chance to get her. But as far as single carded, Morlocks, thank you, Tyler Lalonde. Yeah, I don't know that I would foresee them doing it any other way than another set like they did with Star-Lord. So next I'm going to open this Doom, and I wasn't super psyched to get this Doom. I never read the God Doom storyline. It's cool to get a white Doom to use with your Future Foundation setup. I know a lot of people have been wondering that. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Future Foundation, so I'm not even sure if I will buy. I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan, but I don't know that I'm that big of a FF fan that I need Future Foundation versions of the figure or the characters. So I don't know. I like Doom. So maybe it'll give me motivation to read that God Doom storyline. Sorry, this is making an obnoxious amount of noise. This skull is pretty cool. Skull and spine. I guess it's supposed to be of Thanos, which that hurts my feelings because Thanos is probably my favorite villain. Okay, fuck you, Doom. Wish they would pack these capes in better so that you know have to cut it out so you don't damage the damn cape. Also, it leaves like a crease in the damn plastic sometimes if it's packed in there too tight. Yeah, I don't like how there's such a big gap in the cape with the plastic. I'm gonna have to like supplement that. I'll probably have to get a sheet of that white foam from Michaels and put it underneath there to hide all that exposed metal because it just doesn't look right to me. Anyway, and I also always want to call out Hasbro when you got figures like Doctor Doom and Iron Man that have better range of motion, better leg movement than acrobatic characters like Spider-Man or Shang-Chi. Why? It does not make any sense. You know, people buy Marvel Legends over Marvel Select, number one, for the character selection, number two, because of the articulation. And if you're going to give dudes in armor better range of motion than a martial artist, you need to go back to the drawing board, man, and figure out what the hell you're doing. You know, you're doing an injustice to those characters by making an armored character more articulated than a same with the elbows. The elbows on Doom are better than the new Spider-Man. What the hell? Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't have that good of a range on his elbow. See, everybody likes to, love on that new Spider-Man mold, and it's better. It's better than the pizza mold, but it is not as good as it could be. They need to go back to the drawing board on that. I'd rather see that instead of giving us new figures on that mold. I would rather see them go back and give us a better mold, especially now that we have pinless joints on most of these figures. Do better, Hasbro. Do better. Okay, man, I'm gonna have to get some bags. I'm gonna start losing all these parts. I need to just make a pile. I'll tell you what. Stick them all into one piece of packaging. I don't lose these parts. Sorry, I'm just rambling here. So let me go back and try to read some of these comments. You guys are like going crazy in the chat here. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, this is probably the most boring thing you guys are watching on a. So DMC Studios said here, rumor CCC. I'm assuming CCC podcast is coming back. Inquiring minds want to know. Well, the DMC would know because he was part of the CCC podcast, and that is a very good rumor. I'm trying to go back to pre-recorded. We did the CCC podcast like every 2 weeks. We would record an episode. So I'm still planning on doing that format and then occasionally going live as well. I'm still trying to learn the best software to use for that. And I've got a pretty good arsenal of people that I want to be as co-hosts, and we'll probably have like a semi handful of regulars, and then quite a few revolving door of guest co-hosts. So hopefully that will start coming together here pretty soon. My girlfriend has summers off, so there won't be as much pressure to spend a lot of time with her um, during the week or on in on the weekends, whatever, so that you know she can do all her hobbies and stuff during the day when she's not working. So anyway, a U.S. agent comic soon. Yeah, Johnny Montero is asking. I know that we were supposed to get it. Obviously, we got the Disney Plus U.S. agent. We got basically two of those. We got the Walmart exclusive Captain America, and then the U.S. agent, and then was that the only one? So I guess those were the only two. But one of the guys from the Hasbro team did mention that they want to do an updated comic version of U.S. Agent, and that makes perfect sense now that we're getting a new Tigra. So I would not be surprised at all if we get a lot more members of the West Coast Avengers that we need. So we already have a White Vision in comic style from the 3-pack. Technically, I guess, yeah, we do have the Wonder Man. We don't have the Wonder Man in the leather jacket, so we need that version of Wonder Man. We need a new Tigra, and we need a classic Mockingbird. And now we have the sleeves from this young lady, Lady Deathstrike, so they could reuse these sleeves for Mockingbird. So it gets me very excited. So I've been wanting a classic Mockingbird for a very long time. Let's see, who else? Yeah, Colossal Custom asking about the Triple C podcast. Definitely, the ball is rolling towards getting the podcast back up and running again. So Win or Lose is asking about Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends, and yes, they are still. We're still supposed to get Nova and Quasar this year. Why in the hell we don't have Nova in stores right now is apparently Walgreens' fault. I did get a PM from Ryan Ting from the Hasbro team, and he was basically defending Hasbro and putting all the blame on Walgreens. And he doesn't understand why they stopped selling Marvel Legends on their website, and why they haven't been getting them in stores yet. So I don't know if Walgreens has them at their distribution warehouse, and they're just like waiting until a specific date. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if they have them here in the States yet. Obviously, we know that they have them in Canada and they have them in the UK, and you can continue to purchase them in the UK. And I think the pre-orders at I forget the name of the EB Games in Canada. I think that at least the pre-orders have sold out. I don't know. I'm assuming stores are still going to be getting them, but I don't understand what's going on with Walgreens. I bit the bullet and bought 2 from Hong Kong, and I have 2 more pre-ordered from Zavi. So hopefully Zavi comes through, because I'm army building that figure. I need like at least 5. So I'm hoping Walgreens will put up a pre-order sometime soon for those. But yeah, the only thing I haven't had time to do is to take the UPC to Walgreens and have them look them up in their system and try to find out a release date for those, and what the WIC is. I don't know. When I lived closer to a Walgreens, it was a little bit easier, but it's kind of challenging to find employees that know how to use the system. You pretty much have to speak to an assistant manager or a store manager to be able to get someone to be able to go in the Walgreens system and look up the WIC and the street date or release date or ship date, whatever, to find out when the hell these figures are coming. I think it wouldn't surprise me if Hasbro told them to stop helping people do that, because I was able to find so many figures that were about to be released or announced, that when I had employees looking up stuff up in their system. So Hasbro has really made it difficult for me to put out videos. That's part of the reason I don't post much anymore, because they've really locked things down. Everything is code named now. So, I might find a whole wave of figures that are a theme, based on a theme like Avengers or X-Men or Fantastic Four, and all we'll get is like UPC and a code name, like figure 1 through 7 or 1 through 8, 1 through 6, and then that's it. So one thing that I will talk about rumor related, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm just rambling. But one thing that is kind of rumor related that obviously we know about, the vintage Fantastic Four wave, and I had posted this on Instagram that obviously we're getting that Johnny Storm that they showed. So from the information that I have, we're going to be getting the entire team in the blue and white colors, their classic Fantastic Four costumes. So Johnny and Sue, hopefully a completely powered down Sue, Reed and Ben, all in the blue and white costumes. And then the rumor is right now is that we're supposed to be getting Psycho Man and what the there's a character that I've been why isn't my brain not working? High Evolutionary. So High Evolutionary and Psycho Man are rumored to be the last two figures, the last 6 in that wave, and they'll be on the vintage card. And I know Psycho Man was previously a Toy Biz figure on the retro card, but I don't remember High Evolutionary was. If you guys know, definitely pipe up in the comments. Laser Pants. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll send you that. I'll send you that UPC as soon as I get off here. And so I know that Psycho Man was a retro carded figure previously from Toy Biz, and I can't remember if High Evolutionary was. I want to say he was, but I'm not sure. But that is a character that I've been dying to get for a long time. So that would be super cool. So let's open up another figure here. God, I wish I could just hear you guys' comments. Let's see. Oh yeah, She-Hulk in the Fantastic Four costume. That that's coming, but I don't think she's going to be in this coming wave. I could be wrong. That's just the rumored information that I have as far as those figures go. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so Inquisitor Mind said they never made High Evolutionary, so that sounds right to me. I don't remember. I definitely remember they made Psycho Man, but I think did they make it? They didn't make a 3 3/4 inch High Evolutionary, did they? I kind of want to say they did, because they made like everything in Marvel Universe scale. Hate Monger, yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I'm still waiting for my green She-Hulk. Yes, I don't have that figure as well. I think mine's coming from Pulse, so they're always last for some reason. Yeah, Psycho Man and High Evolutionary. You'll get more subs than Artemis. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's over 500,000 he has. He is like, I think he just hit 700,000. Let's see. So again, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Instagram. So as soon as I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, I'm going to be giving away the classic Iron Man head, painted, where it'll look just like this. The painted classic Iron Man horn helmet head that when he first appeared in the Avengers comics in the red and yellow, that's the helmet that he had for the first 3 issues after Captain America joined the team. And then when he was first in red and yellow in Amazing Tales, or I think that's what it was, Astonishing Tales, that's the same type of helmet he had. Yeah, so haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to give that away, but you'll have to be following me on Instagram and subscribe to me on YouTube. Let's see. So let's open up Arcade. Is not emotionally attached to this character. I do like villains. Haven't read a ton of X-Men comics, so really wasn't familiar with Arcade, but he does look really diabolical. So I like the crazy smirk he has on his face, and he looks just like my childhood best friend, who was a redhead. And yeah, he looks pretty crazy. Those crazy platform shoes. There you go. I really liking this idea of all villains wave. I hope they do that. I would love to see them do that every year, quite honestly. So many villains that we still need. I'm sorry for all this obnoxious plastic sound. So, what's your guess on the lineup of the coming Excalibur set? So, obviously, the Excalibur set is going to be the SDCC exclusive. And it looks like the Megan that they teased is going to be in the green. So, it seems to me like we're going to be getting a re-release of Nightcrawler. Megan, obviously, a new Captain Britain, and I would have to assume Rachel Summers, and that makes the best. Isn't it? It's Rachel Summers, right? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's Rachel Summers. She's got the red and the spiked outfit. She makes the most sense that they would put her in a box set, because that's got to require all new tooling to make that. That's a one and done character. They're never going to be able to reuse that mold for anything else. Yeah, Rachel. They can't use that for anything else that I can think of, unless some sort of other crazy S&M outfit that I don't remember from the comics, that some chick rocking that kind of spiked outfit like that. I can't imagine them putting her out in any other capacity. So yeah, that am I missing somebody from that team? I cannot remember. It was her. It was Megan, Rachel, Nightcrawler, Captain Britain. It seems like there was one other person. Oh, yeah, Kitty Pryde, obviously. Yeah, Kitty. And again, we have those sleeves now from Lady Deathstrike, so they'll probably use these sleeves on Kitty Pryde. So that makes the most sense to me. Blue Shadow Cat with Lockheed, yeah. I mean, they already showed Lockheed, so yeah, I definitely see that that's who we're gonna get, and I'm psyched. I can't wait to get that team. You know, I'm not a huge Excalibur fan or even X-Men fan. I'm a big Jim Lee X-Men fan, for the most part. You know, I'm probably a bigger fan of the animated series and the original X-Men, with the giant size X-Men team. 120 viewers, man. I did not expect this many people. So thank you so much for everybody for showing up. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I definitely like the head sculpts on these guys. So yeah, I definitely think that that's going to be the SDCC exclusive without any question on that. Especially the way that they've teased it. They teased the last box set the same way. So yeah, that'll be cool, and it's going to be hard to get. Hopefully, since I'm a premium member on Hasbro Pulse, I'll get first shot at getting that set. Let's see who else we're going to open up now. Let's open up Dormammu. I was excited to get this, but super disappointed when they did not match the prototype artwork, the 3D rendering that had the orange instead of this red. You can make it work in some pictures, but that just, I don't understand, man. How do you drop the ball like that? Like, you know, somebody is not paying attention to what the factory is doing. You know, before they signed off on them to go ahead and do the production run. And maybe it's strategic. Maybe they did it on purpose so that they're like, oh, you're going to buy them again, this time with the corrected fucking head. You know, the correct orange on the head, because they know we're suckers. They know that they're going to be able to get the money out of us. Bloodsuckers. So, yeah, that was a bummer, man. I'm kind of curious. I know the head is significantly bigger on the Build-A-Figure Dormammu, which is the same as the box set Dormammu. But I'm curious about like swapping and repainting that head, and try to put the black cage that is around his face on there and see. I don't know. Those figures aren't exactly cheap or easy to come by, so it's just really frustrating, man. It wasn't that hard to do, you know. Just use the correct molded plastic. Did you guys see? You guys have seen that the Ursa Major wave is shipping now. I'm really psyched for that wave. And I noticed today, watching somebody's review, that the modular armor Iron Man has a separate neck joint. It doesn't have a huge range of motion, but it is cool that he does have a neck joint that's separate from the head. So very cool on that. And yeah, I kind of wish they made Dormammu a little bit bigger mold, but quite honestly, I'm not a huge Doctor Strange fan, so I didn't have like a giant emotional attachment to that character. Oh, one of the things I keep wanting to bring, I should have brought up with Tony the other night when he was on the Toy Migos, is oh, you know what? This is completely different. I forgot, because this is pinless now. Look at that leg, man. I'm pretty sure this was the Captain the Spider-Man UK body mold, and they fixed it because we got a new pinless leg. That Spider-Man UK mold is messed up. It has way too much plastic on the back here, so that when you go to bend his knees, he can't do that. This thing is awesome, man. This thing is look at that spectacular range on there. That is fantastic, and it's pinless. Woo, man. Yeah, they need to ditch that Spider-Man UK mold and use this from now on. This is fucking badass. Yeah, and he's got boot swivel. This is awesome, man. It looks like his arms come down closer to his sides. Obviously, he's got this plastic thing around his rib cage, but if that wasn't there, I bet you these arms would come down. In fact, I'll check it on Red Skull when I whip him out here in a second. But sorry, I'm probably doing the worst job of trying to keep up with the chat. Hopefully, you guys are entertaining yourselves. Yeah, and everybody who was able to dump their Spider-Man 2099 back a couple months ago when I leaked that on Instagram. You're welcome, because now we're getting the same figure just in a different paint, a little bit darker color, because everybody's trying to get rid of their 2099 on eBay now, and it's not worth as much. It pays to follow me on Instagram and watch my YouTube videos, because you're going to find out what's going to drop next. You can sell those re-releases, repaints. Now that we're speaking of repaints, you guys ready? There's 121 people here. Okay, so two more rumors that I have for stuff that's coming out soon is the Vintage Wave Spider-Man, a repaint of him in a black suit. So black suit Spider-Man on the vintage Spider-Man, or I guess the retro wave, vintage wave, whatever the hell you want to call it. That Spider-Man body mold, but in the black Secret Wars costume of Spider-Man. And I don't know if that's going to be on vintage card. That's the rumor right now, I guess, is that that'll be on the vintage card, and also a vintage card Hobgoblin, which, we've had both of those figures on the vintage card back in the day from Toy Biz. So, not groundbreaking rumor, but I'm hearing more and more that those are supposed to be coming. So, I would definitely want to get that black suit Spider-Man. I'm not sure that I would. I'm that gung ho for Hobgoblin. I don't even know if I have. I'm not sure if I don't think I have a Hobgoblin. Because I think he was I know one of them was a Build-A-Figure, and then there was a Demo Goblin. I can't remember if I have a Hobgoblin, but yeah, those are rumored to be coming out soon. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people want the armored version, which I think if they do that, it'll be another fan channel exclusive. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Any other questions? I have a Dormammu bath head from the Astral Doctor Strange. If that's the one you're talking about, let me know. I got you. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Mike. Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the bath head. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see if it fits. If it does, I'll definitely hit you up for that. PPP, no rectangular Dormammu, complete with no mold, same as with Red Skull. Completely new mold. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, they did a really good job on that. I'm about to open the hood next, and then I'll do Red Skull, and then my favorite of the wave, Lady Deathstrike. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Galactus. Yeah, I would be super surprised if Galactus is not the HasLab. I can't imagine it being anything other than Galactus for the HasLab. They talked about it years ago. Um, when Bobby was still working there, that was what they were going to do. Da, 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 da. Next question, what's your guess? Oh, for this HasLab, yeah, we just went over that. Ursa Major wave. Yeah, Ursa Major, huge. Only thing I don't like about the Ursa Major is that I wish he would have come with a relaxed head. Should have come with two heads. I always feel like if we're gonna get an angry head, we should get a relaxed head too. But I'm always greedy. But to be honest, I'm glad he's got an angry head over a relaxed head, because who just wants a bear just sitting there powered down? You want him in an attack. You want him in an attack pose. You just want him like chilling. So yeah, I'm glad that we are at least getting an angry head for Ursa Major. That whole wave, only one I don't care about is Ironheart. I don't really follow the new books, so I am happy that she comes with some new effects that I can put on Iron Man. So those little smoke twirls that attach to her feet. So and you can probably use them for other things as well. So very cool about that. Let's see. Got a couple people here from Mexico, so thank you for tuning in. Sorry, I have never done this. I've never gone live on YouTube before, so I apologize for being so inept at trying to keep up with all these comments. But yeah, hopefully, since EB Games seems to have got Nova. I'm trying to remember there was another character that showed up in Canada first, and we didn't get forever, and then all of a sudden it showed up here. I want to say it was Captain Marvel. I want to say that movie Captain Marvel, I think the Walmart exclusive, it took forever to show up here, and then it went on clearance immediately after it showed up. I think that was what it was. So yeah, that might be what will happen with Walgreens and Nova. I'm so close to trying to get a pre-order for Quasar and paying double retail, because I am just paranoid, and I don't have any confidence in Walgreens at this point, because we're supposed to get that last month here in the States, and I don't know if just a shipment got held up. I don't know if that ship that got held up in the Panama Canal, if that had our Nova figures on it or what. I don't know, but that was I want to say over a month ago, so it seems like we should have got that shit by now. So I saw somebody on Facebook put Demo Goblin head on the hood to show his demonic look, and I had to do it. I went on eBay and bought a Demo Goblin Build-A-Figure head to put on this guy. I know somebody also did the hands too, and I don't remember what character or what figure they used for the hands. So if you guys know what that was or have any good ideas, definitely let me know, because I would be interested in doing that as well. These blast effects that come in this figure are so wacky. I cannot believe that Hasbro signed off on that. I mean, I don't know what I would have done differently, but yeah, these things are definitely phallic looking in design. Oh man, I can just see Karen walking into Walmart or Target and saying little Johnny is not getting this toy today. But at least he comes with real pistols, which is refreshing after getting stupid sci-fi pistols with your Marvel Legends for so long. Like Punisher was one of the only exceptions to that, it seems like. But I'm glad. Oh, and I did get the unmasked Magneto head to put on this dude for a relaxed look. That's the closest, the movie Magneto, the hell's his name? The Fox movie Magneto. So I think that's the closest that I've been able to see for a good powered or non-yelling head for this dude. I'm doubtful that the pegs are going to be compliant with each other. In fact, I don't even know where I put that damn head. It's around here somewhere. Because that would be cool to show it off on camera. I can find the damn thing. I have so much crap in here. Been working on a million different projects at once. Unlike that dog from that one Pixar movie where anytime he sees a squirrel, it's like anytime I like get an idea for a custom or something or a kit bash or whatever, they're like, what is that? Like start working on something else and they can't finish one project at a time. I'm just very lucky I have a very forgiving girlfriend that puts up with my collecting crap. But I don't know, somewhere I'll find that head. I should have brought some water in here. I'm talking so much I'm starting to go hoarse. I'm not known for being the world's best talker. But yeah, this cape is not as bad as it looks like in a lot of pictures. It's not the best, but it could definitely be worse. It's kind of sucks that it's so long. I think that's part of the problem, is that because it doesn't clear or it goes past his boots, when it touches the ground, it lifts up. You probably are not seeing that, but that's the problem, I think, and I'm hoping maybe I can mold it. It'd been nice if they had molded it so that it's sweeping off the ground, so doesn't touch the ground when he's standing, because that's what's popping it up, and then it looks stupid because it's lifting up off of his collar. So hopefully some hot water, cold water, I can mold it into place, or get a custom, cloth goods, soft goods cape, which obviously most of us, I think, are going to go that route. It just sucks. They spend so much money. Movie figures get so much bigger budgets that they don't want to spend a little bit more money on the comic book figures and give us some soft goods, which would be really nice. So just 2 more left. Hopefully you guys aren't bored to tears. What else we got here? Still got 111 people here. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, especially on a Sunday night. Have you heard anything about the original costume Miss Marvel that was rumored since 2018? I really wish. I can only imagine that if they're going to do another Captain Marvel movie, I don't know how well the reception was for that. Have there been plans? I haven't I don't remember seeing a second Captain Marvel movie on the horizon. Um, are they doing like a Secret Invasion type movie? So maybe we'll get a classic Miss Marvel in that. Um, we have that Dazzler head, so we have the at least the hair mold. I just assumed that we were going to get her in that Captain Marvel wave. So it was a huge bummer that we didn't. That figure would have sold like crazy, I think. I would have bought probably 3 of them. So, yeah, I haven't heard anything as far as that goes, but they'll probably won't put her out unless it's tied to a movie of some kind. Because I don't think there's just that popularity for that character to put her out any other way, like in a fan channel. I don't see it doing that well. I would have to say it's got to have to be tied to like a Captain Marvel movie or an Avengers wave of some kind. But that's just me. Let's see. Definitely going to make another AOA wave. I don't know. I know that Jesse Falcon is a huge AOA fan, so I don't think it's unreasonable to think we would get another AOA wave. But they did make Apocalypse a deluxe figure, so if all you're really wanting to get is Nemesis / Holocaust from the AOA wave, then I can definitely foresee them making a deluxe version of that figure without having to make another wave. There's not too many. There's maybe a handful. I mean, I've never read the book, so there's probably a lot more characters that they could jam into a wave. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely possible. I guess it really depends on sales. If people buy up that second AOA wave in pretty huge numbers, but I don't think any figure has warmed the pegs harder than that that Wolverine, that Weapon X Wolverine with the club hand. I don't think I've never seen that many peg warmers on the shelf than that figure. I think 11 was the record in one store. 11 Wolverines or Weapon X figures in one Target. And I think he was on clearance too. So yeah, good luck. Good luck selling a third. Because you got to convince a store like Walmart and Target to take another wave, and they'll be like, I'm kind of surprised they got them to take a second one. And it's interesting also that they showed that second AOA wave without showing the actual figures, like no actual prototypes for marketing. They put up the entire wave just with 3D renders. So they're definitely trying to push those out fast, probably before retailers decide they don't want them. But very cool, man. I'm glad that we waited to get a classic Red Skull on a new body, because this is a nice body mold, really nice body mold with no pins. He gets his arms down, pretty damn straight. You can't do that on the Spider-Man UK mold. I don't think. I think his lats are so big that his arms are like stuck out like this. So that's what we want. That is very nice. Yeah, man, and he's got probably, really good range. Crank that. Look at that double jointed elbow, man. Sweet. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm really, really digging this Red Skull. Can finally ditch that old, really weird Toy Biz one that got the gray pants, the single jointed elbows. Does have toe joints, but yeah, he's like really small. It was like a mold they had before they even made Marvel Legends, and then it was like, fuck it, put him out just like they did with Toad. It comes with all these hands, which is nice. Very nice, very nice. One thing that was weird, Dormammu. Yeah, Dormammu comes with gun pistol grip hands, which is really bizarre. He needs to have like more like like a splayed out hand or something. I don't know, like he's casting spells. It's just weird to see him with a pistol grip hand. Like what are you doing with that? I don't know. Maybe there's some artifact you can stick in his hand again to hold it. And the 30 millionth cosmic cube that we've had. I guess Hasbro assumes that our kids and animals have just eaten all these cosmic cubes out of their collections and should have to replace them. I wish it would give us like a period authentic weapon, like, you know, a Schmeitzer MP40 instead of this thing. For all you people who aren't gun nuts, that was a World War II Nazi submachine gun. I'm happy to see an alternate head without the big grin. This is a very cool head. Very cool. Because I don't think I have that Build-A-Figure head and the Onslaught Red Skull head. I don't think I have that, and it's probably a little bit too big for this body anyway. All right, so last but not least, we have Lady Deathstrike, and super, super excited to get this figure and get one step closer to completing another team. I know a lot of people were complaining about that Wolverine 5-pack. And I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I'm glad if you're going to give us an Amazon exclusive, have it be, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about it because we definitely need Callisto and Mastermind. I think the most divisive two characters in that set are the shirtless Wolverine and the Omega Red. Because did we really need another Omega Red? No. Do we really need a shirtless Wolverine? No. In fact, there are so many damn X-Men waves and Deadpool waves, and you could have put him on a retro card. You could have put him in, you could have made him fan channel. There's so many ways that you could put out just a Wolverine and people would buy it. That it's kind of a kick in the nuts to put those two figures in that set that you don't really need. If you're gonna make a box set that's exclusive, make it characters that we've never had before, not just different costumes of characters that we already have, or a straight repaint of a character that we already have. That's my biggest argument about that set. I am happy to get I'm happy to get all of them except for the Omega Red. The Omega Red, I'm like, okay, I like it. I'll take it. I'm glad that he comes with his second head, but it just feels kind of a ripoff, especially for the price. I'm glad I got in right when they put it up. It was $115, and then within 10 minutes they jacked the price up another $6. So I'm sorry for all of you who didn't jump in right when they put it up. Thank you to Ryan, aka Laser Pants, because I would have been more pissed off if I had to pay 121 plus tax on that set. I would not been happy about paying that. All we can hope for is that most of these Amazon exclusives go on clearance, especially like Black Friday and stuff, or Amazon Deal Day, or whatever the hell they call it. Man, they just totally ruined the ab crunch on this thing. Okay, get a little bit of range on it. Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe I can pick up a second set because I would like to have another Mastermind. But unless it's a pretty significant discount, there's no way I'm going to buy a second set, especially for $121 plus tax on that. We got to pay 10% tax in Washington. It's not worth it for me. Not at all. So very cool. I think they did a really good job in this Lady Deathstrike. Just trying to keep her on camera. Very, very nice. Yeah, the paint looks really good on her. I have my contacts in, so I can't really see that well up close. I'm super blind. Yeah, but paint looks good. The entire wave, I haven't looked at them super up close, but yeah, I really like the plastic quality. The claws are soft, but not super soft, and I'm glad they're not like brittle or anything. Shouldn't break them. Only thing that she needs is a paint wash on her armor and her legs. That would have definitely made this thing pop, but we never get paint washes on figures unless maybe it's a SDCC box set. That's the only time that it seemed like they ever significantly increased the paint budget on these figures. But yeah, she's got 90-degree on the arm, so I'm happy with that. An alternate pair of hands would have been nice because she doesn't come with any accessories, just that huge abdomen for Zemnu. An alternate head would have been nice, a screaming face head. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to re-release her, probably with alternate hands and a screaming head. And if you're lucky, we'll get a paint wash on her as well. Torso joint, could be better, honestly. You're going to have guys like Slings of Web that are going to modify her. And I'm getting multiples, so I might bite the bullet and try to modify her as well. But thank goodness they listen to us, guys like me, complaining about the plastic on the hair. If you're going to give characters longer hair, especially these females, make it soft enough so that we can get her in poses, especially when they have a neck joint. If it doesn't have a disc in the neck, then you're not gonna do much with it anyway. But if you're gonna go the distance to give her a disc in the neck, make the hair soft enough so that you can have her look all the way up. So yeah, very cool. Really happy with this. This is going to be definitely on my top 10 figures of the year. Mostly for character selection, but the paint looks great. It's a great mold. It's a character we've needed an update on for a really long time, and gets us, closer to building a team that we want. So, been on here about an hour and 20 minutes. So, let's build Zemnu. Let's see. What else we got? Jim Lee Cyclops again. Yeah, how much you want to bet that when we get Banshee from the Giant Size X-Men, they're gonna put him in another 2-pack with that same Cyclops from the Giant Size X-Men. It's an easy thing. Easy. They don't even have to repaint it. They might give us a Screaming Head for that one, but they're gonna make you buy him again. And there's a lot of people who missed out on that 2-pack, so it's not going to be. It's still going to sell like crazy, but that's how they're going to make you get. They're going to force you to buy Banshee. You have to buy another Cyclops so they can get more money out of you. I would not be surprised at all if that's how we get Banshee. But I was surprised that Ursa Major is actually a different mold than this guy. They do have. Well, this is a hard plastic, and yeah, so it's going to be a totally different torso. He is a totally different torso because I was thinking it was just an overlay, but that's PVC. That's hard plastic. There's no overlay there. The only overlay is on the top shoulders. That's I'm sorry. That's PVC, and this is ABS. This is the softer material. I'm putting the wrong arms on. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, I did do that wrong. Not paying attention. Thank goodness. No, I did that right. No, I didn't. How's my bedtime? No. Getting there, though. Hasbro fooled me. They had it. The joints swapped around. There we go. All right. Zemnu A. Yeah, I can't imagine ever doing any kind of setups with this dude. The original Hulk. The first character to be referred to as Hulk. This might be one that I will end up selling down the road just because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with the Zemnu. It's just so obscure. Like, what the hell? Somebody must have really liked that Immortal Hulk storyline. They're always trying to push these new comics down our throats. Like, hey, we're giving you the Build-A-Figure from a book that probably not that many people have read. Go read the book, and then you'll really want him. Okay. Anyway, he looks cool, but it's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a slap in the face when we just got 2 other characters, and we're getting another character almost on the same mold as this dude. Very similar mold, at least. Let's see. Turn around. They were dodging collectors who weren't happy about the repaints. Yeah. X-Force Siren. Thanks, Jack Has, saying my channel's your favorite. Have you heard anything about more X-Force characters? I have not. I've not heard anything about, other than Domino. Obviously, we're getting Domino. She's supposed to be in the 2-pack with Cannonball. I know that they didn't confirm that, but that's that's a consensus, I guess, is that we're going to be Cannonball with the legs and a different head, slightly different paint with Domino. So I'm totally cool with that. I am totally cool with not having to track down two, just to track down the one set, and hopefully it'll be fan channel. It's not going to be like a Target exclusive. That would really suck. What else? So Lucas James, why did I leave the IE podcast? Well, as Laser Pants can attest to, if he's still in the chat, I was not having a lot of fun on the show. I had told the guys that I didn't want to be on the show anymore about 2 months before I left. They talked me into staying, and it really wasn't getting any better for me. It's difficult for me to be on a show with collectors that buy a lot of different stuff, because for the most part, I only collect Marvel Legends and a few other things here and there, mostly stuff that I can use with my Marvel Legends. And so in general, and I'm not going to go into specifically, other than that, I'm not going to go into specifically why else. I had other reasons why I wasn't happy on the show. Dante asked me, a long time ago, that he wanted to start his own podcast, and he asked me if I wanted to join, and I reluctantly said yes. I told him, like, I'll be on the show, but you're going to do all the work. Like, I'll be there every week. I'll, contribute as whatever I can, but it's going to be your show. You get the guests on. You make sure all the co-hosts are there on time, because when I was running my own show, it was such a pain in the ass trying to work with everybody's schedules, and that was just to record every 2 weeks. So he wanted to go live every week, and I was like, okay, well, you better get people who are going to consistently show up, and that was a big problem for me, just trying to get people to show up every 2 weeks and to record, where you can actually take breaks and stuff, because it's hard when you're live. You can't really you got to work out the technical problems live. So that's stressful. And so he's lucky. Well, Dante is lucky that I found Ryan, and that Ryan was willing to join, because he would not have a show without Ryan. He would do it, but I don't think the show would be as successful as it has been without Ryan. Dante was really good at getting guests on, so all the props for him for that. That's a huge accomplishment. All the great guests he's been able to get on. I haven't seen anybody else, with a few exceptions in the community, been able to get the amount of high-profile guests that he's been able to get on there. So, wish them all the best of luck. I just want to do things my way. I just want to focus on Marvel Legends, and those guys are into a lot of different things. Wrestling, I have absolutely no interest in. Transformers, have absolutely no interest in. So it was really hard for me to be interested in a lot of those topics when they would start talking about them. And there were other issues that were involved, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. Just in general, I wasn't happy, and why do something that's going to that you're taking up 2 hours of your life every week if you're not happy doing it. So that's what it comes down to. I'm hoping to reboot the Triple C podcast. A lot of the same guys from the Triple C podcast are probably going to come back. Maybe not full time, but again, they'll be part of the revolving door of co-hosts. So that'll be really fun. I really miss talking to those guys and hanging out with those guys. And for me, I'm really happy doing customs and kit bashes, stuff like that, and a lot of the guys that I want to have on the show are customizers and diorama builders as well. So that to me is really, I want to focus like a good, I don't know, 25% or 50% of the show on giving people tips like I did tonight with the arc reactor for Iron Man. Giving people ideas and tips, and showing people how to do stuff, and also showcasing their work on the show. The DMC is one of my good friends, and has built one of my amazing dioramas, and I'm hoping to have him on as a pretty regular co-host with me. And he has a huge comic book knowledge, and in fact just was part of a comic book recently. And it'll be cool to pick his brain for all sorts of stuff that are diorama building related, and he's getting a lot more active into doing that. Might even be able to coax him into finishing the diorama that he was building for me. Problem with that is that I live in an apartment now, and I just don't have the space. Like I have my diorama that he built is in the top shelf of that closet, and it barely fits in there because I don't want to leave it in the garage. It's way too fragile and valuable to me for it to be getting dusty and everything. So anyway, yeah, let's see. Yeah, I mean, me and Ryan are still very good friends. He lives like half an hour, about 40 minutes away, 35 minutes away from me. So hopefully now that we're both fully vaccinated and the COVID restrictions are finally coming to an end, we can hang out more. Yeah, Ryan, Laser Pants, great guy. Yeah, I don't have any problems with Ryan. In fact, one of my favorite people in the community by far. So anyway, yeah, I would love to stay on with you guys longer, but my contacts are killing me. I gotta clean those before I go to bed, and try to clean up all this mess of all these open packages. I was hoping to open my G.I. Joes. In fact, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and open one of my Lady J's and one of my Flints, because I'm dying to check them out. I got these from Amazon, and one of my flint. I don't know if you can see that, but one of my flints is smashed. So most of the time, I'm not an MOC collector, so it's always hard for me not to laugh at folks when they are MOC collectors, because honestly, if you're going to be MOC, you're going to have to buy the stuff in the store. You cannot trust Amazon or Target or Walmart, Walgreens, anybody who sells figures online, unless you pay extra to a Big Bad Toy Store, that they're going to send your stuff properly packed. At Dorkside, I've never had a problem. I think maybe like the post office or UPS or FedEx has smashed the box, and that's just the gamble that you take. You know, if you're going to buy figures online, the seller could pack them really well, but once it leaves the seller's possession, that's on the carrier, and the carrier could kick the shit out of your box. Nothing that Dorkside or Big Bad Toy Store can do about it unless they pack that box really, really well. So yeah, this Lady J box is slightly damaged at the top as well, but I don't care, because I'm going to open them all. Yeah, unless it's a character I know that is going to be like super valuable someday or sought after, I usually don't. Or like I buy extras of the Walgreens exclusives, and I keep those in the package typically. And a lot of time I'll buy extras of exclusive box sets to keep in the package and sell let down the road. I have an entire Juggernaut wave still MOC in a box, so rainy day. Got those. I should probably sell them soon. We already got the re-release of that Rogue, so she's not worth as much as she was at one time. But I kind of want to just sell the whole set. I think no, not the Juggernaut wave. I'm sorry, it's the Apocalypse wave. I have an entire MOC set of those. So anyway, I'm dying to check out this Lady J. So before I go to bed, I want to check that out. So somebody asked, people seem to be upset about the Wolverine 5-pack. I'm slightly upset. I don't think it's a great value with that. If they had picked something other than the Omega Red, I think I would have been happier. What else? Honest opinion. At some points it gets too much, takes forever. Without bashing. You're great at giving opinion without bashing. Okay. Classified series. Yeah, I remember leaking to Ryan and Dante a while back about stuff that was coming from Classified, and I have no idea what that information is anymore. I don't know that I saved it. Probably stuff that we already have now. That wave is gold and the Sentinel drops. Checking my bash. Oh. Let's see. Lady J is cool, but her hair sucks, keeps falling off on mine. Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen to mine. Let's see. Let's get her out. Deathstrike, Omega Red, Sabretooth, Cyber, and Wolverine. Yeah, classics. If they had given us a classic Sabretooth, that would have been a much better pick than Omega Red. I don't think there was that many people complaining about Omega Red, to be honest. I think instead of a shirtless Wolverine, I would have liked the Wolverine tactical suit Wolverine to put with your Maverick. that would have been much cooler in my opinion. But you know, we're gonna get that figure down the road. There's so many ways that they can release Wolverines. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, they can put him in a Deadpool / X-Force wave. They can put him in. They can make him just a fan channel exclusive. You know, he'll sell by himself. Cannot wait for Tigra, man. That double jointed, pinless legs and arms. I've been waiting for a Tigra for so long. Cannot wait to finish my West Coast Avengers. Man, she comes with a lot of stuff. Marvel Legends, what's going on? Yes. These price hikes have not been cool when they're giving us figures. Some of these figures don't come with any accessories, and they want us to pay $23 plus tax. And then like on the vintage wave, you're paying $20 up with no Build-A-Figure piece. That was painful already, and now they want us to charge it. They want us to pay an extra $2 or $3 on top of that. And then they're saying it's cost of materials. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be 50 in a couple years. I don't know that I can keep this up. Just from financially, you know, if they're going to be charging $25 a figure here pretty soon, it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can justify the cost, especially if they keep cutting back. You know, if they're going to give alternate head and hands with every character, that's one thing, but that's not happening right now. Man, love that. That is some good engineering, good design. Love a good range of motion. I like drop down. Yeah, those are nice. See, Hasbro, if classified series can do this, why can't we get this kind of range of motion on our females in Marvel Legends? They can't do that shit. You can do it. Same company. You need to share the information, talk to each other. Pinless. Look at this. Very nice. Does she have boot swivel? Yeah. Very nice. This is a great figure. It's probably going to be in my top 10. What's this abdominal articulation like? Cool. Leans back a good amount. I hate how they always make figures lean back better than they can lean forward. Like, you can crunch forward so much better than you can lean back. Why do they do it that way? It doesn't make any sense. They always make them lean back better than they can lean forward. Nobody, unless you're like a gymnast, an acrobat of some kind, like nobody, or a yoga master, nobody can lean back better than they can lean forward. I think I've heard about the elbows cracking. Yeah, I can definitely see where it could split. The light is not that great in here, so I don't really want to go nuts on articulating her. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. There's some very small joints. This one, the left one, feels more solid. Not as scared to move that one. Damn, that's good. Look at that. Love it. Love it. Very, very cool. The hair. It's not falling off on mine. Colossal Customs, you need to heat it up, stick it on there, get it nice and snug, and then stick her in the freezer. That'll tighten up the mold. That's about the only thing I could suggest to try to get it on there nice and snug. That looks cool, man. I love this hair design. Let's see the baseball cap. It's nice and snug on mine. They screwed you, homie. Some alternate hands about the only thing that she really needs. Give her some relaxed hands, maybe. I don't see her punching out too many people. She probably doesn't need fists. Cool. All right, let's open Flint and then I'm going to bed. Let's see. Classified. Lady J, really good besides Chris Kattan face sculpt. Yeah, it's a little manly. Not terrible. Not the worst I've ever seen. Fucking cat's trying to get in here by clawing under the door. That cat doesn't even like me. I don't know. She just likes to fuck with me. What do you want, cat? Get out of here. She's so easily spooked. My girlfriend's cat, not my cat. The infamous... See, this is fine. As long as you keep the gun like this and you never open the breech. Like, they could have made it just like this, but don't put a pump on it. Like, what? One or the other, not both. I mean, it looks fine like this. Just don't ever do that. That's ridiculous. They don't even make fucking breech loading shotgun unless it's a double-barreled shotgun. That's like the only time you're gonna see a breech loader. The fuck? It's just, come on. Do a little bit of research, please. It's funny. This is a black beret. I don't think anybody can argue with me that this is black and not dark green, but it has a Special Forces insignia on the red flash, which may or may not have ever been on a red flash, but black berets, when this character design came out, was for Ranger Battalion, and we have a completely different flash insignia on the beret. This is Special Forces, which is supposed to be green, a green flash, and this is the Special Forces insignia, but supposed to be on a green flash, light green on a dark green beret. This is a Ranger beret with the wrong Special Forces flash on it. And maybe Hasbro is just following, well, whoever designed it. I mean, because they probably fucked it up in the cartoon as well, or the comic book. But it's wrong. And maybe legally they have to do that. Maybe the Ranger Battalion threatened to sue them. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was Adam Van Wickler. Was it this guy? No, it was a different character, I think, who's cut the vest. Maybe it was him. I think maybe it was him who cut the vest so that he could have better articulation. Abdominal. Da. Would you and Rectangular do a meetup in Seattle Con or show at all? Would be dope to hang out with you guys. Yeah, sure. Jim Baumke. Yeah, I've hung out with Ryan at the Puyallup Fairgrounds, the state fairgrounds. They have a toy show there, like, I don't know, every couple months. There's a Seattle Con, right? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Seattle Con. That one's coming up. I really would love to go. I would love to meet Jim Starlin and is John Byrne going to be there? I know Jim Starlin's going to be there. But I don't want to pay. I don't know how much he's charging for autographs. I would love to meet him. I don't necessarily want an autograph, but I'm guessing that you have to pay just to meet him, just to shake his hand. Because Jim Starlin created all of my favorite characters. Except for maybe, I don't think he didn't create Rocket Raccoon, but he created Gamora, who's Rocket and Gamora are my favorite characters, and he created Thanos, who's my favorite villain. So it would be huge to meet Jim Starlin. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to go to that. Yeah, these boots have good motion. I can't remember if does Duke has the same boots, doesn't he? No, they're slightly different. The armor is not. No, it's molded away. Dukes are pretty good, but Flint's are better because it doesn't come down as far. The shin guard. Just a cool figure, man. Only thing that would make it better would be no pins. Lady J does not have pins. I think Flint is based on the Duke. Yeah, just they gave him different shin pads, which is nice. Flint, I think Flint and Lady J were my favorite characters on the show, and then when those 3 3/4 figures came out, they were terrible. They were a huge disappointment. Lady J, you were stuck with the baseball cap on her head. I hated that because she hardly ever wore it on the show, and she didn't look. Her head was not very good. She didn't have a very good head sculpt back then. I think this is pretty damn good. I don't necessarily. I think this is kind of a stylized look for Flint. I don't remember him looking quite this rugged, I guess. I don't know. This looks like Josh Brolin with black hair. But yeah, Flint was definitely one of my favorite characters on the show, and his figure kind of sucked too, from what I can remember. Airborne, the paratrooper, was probably my favorite toy of the G.I. Joe line. But yeah, this is a very, very cool figure. I agree that I don't like this. I wish that you could articulate the torso, that armor. I gotta check and see what the kit bashes that people have done on that, so you can get some better range of motion. Let's see how this beret fits. Fits pretty well. Yeah, it's a good looking beret. I still have my black beret from Ranger Battalion. Very cool, very cool. I like it. All right. Okay, guys. Well, it's been almost 2 hours, so hopefully you got your money's worth. We lost about 20 people, 30 people maybe. But yeah, 4 a.m. gets here early, like Ryan says, so I'm going to bed as well. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully, I got most of your questions, and yeah, hopefully I can go live every once in a while and try to guys keep you updated on rumors that are coming out. Again, if you are not following me on Instagram, the link should be in the description below. My handle over there is @_rectangular with a K, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers, and I'll stop bugging people for follows because I don't really care after that. I'm not trying to be a IG superstar or anything. I just want to meet that milestone. And yeah, talk to you guys later.